Welcome everyone to Nick and Lili in the Morning. Nick is not able to be here today because this is a women's only podcast. I'm Lili. I'm the owner of Morrow Dirksen Custom Homes and Phoenix Renovations. I would love for each of you guys to introduce yourselves.
I'm Ash. I'm blessed to be part of Phoenix Renovations as project management.
I'm Wanda, and I'm a local realtor here in Colorado Springs.
I'm Nicole, and I'm a projects manager for Phoenix Renovations. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
I'm Rebecca. I'm also a local realtor as well. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's great to have you guys here. The point of what we're doing today is to have a female-led discussion about the home building process. There's a lot of male builders out there right now who focus on the garage and square footage of the house more than anything, and I want to be on here to share our thoughts so that we are changing the way that we build houses to make sure that they're functional, and I truly believe that women know best. The first thing I would like to ask is, what does your dream home look like, each of you?
I always love the conveniences that are not in my home, so I would want a sauna. I probably wouldn't use it, but I would love a state-of-the-art gym. Nice kitchen, even though I don't use much of that either, to be honest. I would want something that has a functional layout with ample storage. Things as far as like finishes and stuff, I have to have large closets. I have a lot of clothes. So storage and shoes, yeah. So organization would have to be key for that. But yeah, I think just things that I leave the house for to have in my home would be great. Clothes steamer, I don't want to go to the laundromat. I don't want to do those things. Like I could do it in my house. That would be like a dream house for me.
Yeah, that would be so convenient.
Yes, absolutely.
A maid has to be included in that.
Yeah. A maid would be nice.
Yes. I think, to kind of answer that, I think that'll change my dream house. But right now in my life, because I have a younger kid, I have a teenage daughter, I think right now it kind of speaks to functionality, storage, maybe all kind of being on the same level. I live in an older tri-level home right now.
Okay.
And one room is downstairs. And so I think maybe just all being on the same level, a great kitchen, closet space, bathrooms for everyone.
Yeah.
Garage and a play area, kind of like a good backyard, something
Okay.
for the kids, like maybe basketball court or something for them to do. Finishes, I would say like the, I forget what it's called. It's like modern, mid-modern, has kind of like the wicker mixed in with wood and
Like mid-century mod.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm really digging that style right now. Dark greens, gold.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's really popular right now.
Yes, I'm liking it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think that's something that's important in homes that people tend to forget, especially in Colorado, because we do have so many days of sunshine. Our floor-to-ceiling windows,
Oh yes.
I love. But the lighting, period, is just, I think, changes a house significantly. Same thing with the kitchen, needing a large countertop, just for social area, when it comes to having people over. And, especially if it's people that, are family or close friends and you're making stuff together. I think that's really important to have space. There's never enough pantry space. So having that separate,
really not.
you don't want it to look cluttered, but to be able to have everything, first world problems with, having air fryers and skillets and just all of the things and immersion blenders, having room for that. But I think that goes in hand with decorations and needing to put space, but not seeing that out. A lot of, I would say, especially with COVID, people were doing a lot of renovations when it came to storage and changing their garages to where they had something like to organize the chaos. And I think that, especially with Colorado weather, like today, snowing, mudrooms. People
Yes.
don't.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
super common. But having a mudroom to just kind of, the kids and their lacrosse gear and, husband's work boots, anything that it may be, just having something to kind of keep that out of the way.
Yeah, I have 3 dogs, and every time they come in, I'm like, to mop again. Mop like 6 times a day.
Yeah, wipe them down there.
But it would be good to have like that mudroom,
Right.
good weather.
good land.
It's really popular. I'm from Alaska. It's really popular to have that kind of mudroom in a lot of the homes there.
Yeah, it's almost necessary,
Because
yeah.
it's take your clothes off,
Especially layering,
de-weatherize,
yeah.
essentially. So, yeah, it's really interesting.
And of course, a closet.
Yeah.
I do have tons of clothes.
Don't we all?
Same thing, tri-level, so I have the downstairs closet as well as upstairs. And that's a good point, though. Having laundry area within the same level, especially if you have kids going up and down, that's just a kind of convenience. I think that's super important,
Absolutely.
unless you want to get your steps in.
Yeah.
Or take some energy out of your kids, make them bring the laundry.
Tire them out.
Smart. I always wanted to have one of those laundry chutes when I was younger. Just throw it in the basket and
Yes.
automatically take it to the
Yes.
laundry room,
Yeah.
We grew up with one, and my parents capped it off because we'd throw toys and stuff down it. So it was an older home, and those were pretty customary back then. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I probably still wouldn't do my laundry every week. So
I really love the home that I'm in now, but it could use some extras. The things that I didn't think about, the extra bedroom, the storage space, keeping things organized. Right now, I currently have 3 living rooms, and none of them I really feel like I can entertain anybody in. So just those extra touches to like really entertain somebody in. I would like the extra garage, maybe a 3rd-car garage.
Yeah.
I have outgrown my own closet. I have a master bedroom, and I've outgrown that master bedroom closet. So that would be nice. And the bathroom. I think the bathroom just needs to be a little more luxurious. So it feels comfortable, like you have your downtime, your space.
Exactly.
To decompress after a long day's work, because every one of us at this table work, and we work hard, so. That would be
Absolutely.
it.
So along that lines, you pretty much answered my next question, but in your current house, what do you guys think that you're missing that would make your lives so much more easy to function?
I would for sure say laundry. I think that to customize it, having pull-down racks or a little bit of storage area instead of everything just out there, especially like you were saying with older homes, a lot of them have like a shared bathroom with the washer dryer in there. I think it needs to be its own space. Nobody likes to do laundry, okay?
No.
Dishes can be argued as therapeutic, but that's another thing. I think that that's super important to have window space. If you have that window above your kitchen sink, you can watch the kids while they're outside, and that way it's not just a chore. It's like a meditative task, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I
and,
think-
and loving my home, I guess the thing I would want the most is, or adore the most, is more counter space in the kitchen.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
do have I have a kitchen that opens up to one of the living rooms, but it's just not enough counter space for all of us to
Right.
be in there to really actually come together and do a home cooked meal for Thanksgiving or, those
Yeah.
things. So, and the other one that I really wished, and out of all the homes I bought in Colorado, was I faced it the right direction so that when we do have snowy days, it melts when the sun comes out.
Yes.
I'm the one
A lot of
always
people don't think
shoveling
about
my
that,
driveway.
yeah.
Yes,
Exactly.
I've
just
yet to
talked
pick the
about
right
that.
one. So.
Yes, that is very important. Unless, you're trying to put the kids to work to shovel it. But yes, facing northwest is not very ideal.
Exactly.
That is me as well.
yeah, I'm on the wrong side of the street too.
Yeah, see, these are the kind of thoughtful things that we're trying to fix with home
Right,
building.
and that is, same thing with location. You want to make sure, especially if you have a ton of kiddos, that, the parks are closed, the schools are closed, that your commute is shortened because there are so many things to do throughout the day with practice and all of that, so.
To touch on what you said about, since I live in a tri-level,
Yeah.
I just want to be functional, and I would change is all the bedrooms on the same level.
Okay.
With the laundry on the same level. Because it's just, I'm the one that's doing it, so.
Yeah.
Trying to get your kids to do it is like pulling teeth. So, that, and then just storage. The older
Yes.
homes just don't, they really block it off. Like the 1970s home was very, here's your living room with a wall, then here's your kitchen, and there's a wall.
Right.
And so there's not a lot of storage.
Okay.
But it's
and I-
very telling though for the times.
It is
We
very-
have so much stuff.
Yes.
Right.
We're a very,
Very true.
consumable type population now. We have a lot of stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
So,
very true.
That is true. We've outgrown our closets, but yet we have nothing to wear.
Yeah.
You almost have to let the laundry pile up to see what's in the back.
That's exactly what I do.
Same.
Otherwise, I can't fit it all in my closet.
But good point. That's true. Like storage still, even with all the stuff that we have, we still lack storage.
Right.
And I think all areas like kitchen, just even under stair storage can be utilized. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. This just popped in my head. One of the things that one of my clients, they just bought a new build. And one of the things with storage is that the cabinets, they're cutting the upper cabinets, they're not large enough to put like a full dinner plate in.
Right.
And I was like, I
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
realize that. So it's funny that they're not the 1970 cabinets, but they're newer cabinets, but they're full depth cabinets. And I
Right.
never really
Right.
paid attention to that. So I thought that was
Yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah.
Just being
They're
mindful of what
functional.
this functionality is of the storage. So, yeah.
Absolutely. If you guys were gonna put storage in a house, like let's say we had like an open like living room and it just kind of connects to like the kitchen with an island, where do you envision that storage going?
Interesting.
Like, is it a storage closet? Is it just extra room in the bedrooms, extra room in the cabinets?
Larger pantry for sure. I think that pantries often are too small.
Yeah.
And there's not enough shelving or not enough space for certain things in there. Built-in, going back to older is like built-in spice racks that you pull out. I do enjoy those because it's super convenient. It's concealed. But even having, if we do a larger counter space, then we can put cabinets underneath to kind of save space so that, it's not so bulky everywhere, because you don't want it to look too cluttered, but it's definitely necessary. I don't have space anywhere. I don't know why. I mean, we have like 5 crock pots for no reason. And I don't know how to portion control. So I made soup the other day for an army. There's 2 of us. But I have tons of stuff. Like I have an armoire in the garage that holds my pots, extra pots and pans and deep stew pots. But that in itself, I think that putting the extra deep cabinets is pretty necessary.
Yeah.
Even like game rooms for entertainment.
Yeah.
I think that if you have like a game closet, going in between the living areas, I think that would be nice, just to be a little more organized. I remember my grandparents live in Ohio, and their neighbor, she was super sweet. She always wanted grandchildren and didn't have any, so I was spoiled when I went in the summer. But she always wrapped presents. So if you were the winner of a game, you could go into that game closet and choose a gift.
Oh, wow.
And I thought that was the coolest thing.
That is really cool.
But she had a massive gaming closet, and it was sort of underneath the stairs. So I think
Yeah, like under stair
like
storage.
utilize your space.
Yeah, I have that in my home right now, the storage under the stairs, so it's really nice, yeah.
That is nice.
But it's still not enough. We need more,
It's never
more
enough.
stairs.
I don't think you want more stairs.
That's what I wish for.
Yeah, oh goodness. Let's say, like, hypothetically, we're building a home for a family, a mom, a dad, and 3 young kids. How do you guys envision that layout? And I have a story to tell you afterwards regarding this question.
I think, like, I don't have littles at home anymore.
Yeah.
They're biggies now. But I think it'd be important for me to have all the kids on the same, I don't know the ages, but it'd be important to have. And then as you grow into the home, having maybe a space, because they're going to want their own space, maybe a rec area or basement or something for them to go.
be
Get out of
wild.
your,
Yeah.
Get out of
Yeah.
your space.
That's true.
Yeah. But I think the bedrooms would be important to be on the same level.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, especially now with times changing. I think that home security is becoming bigger because people, want their kids safe. So I think that as time goes on, people are installing things more and making sure that when they build their homes that they're accommodating to that, so that they have angles all the way and fencing, so that, when their kids are, that they know that they're safe back there.
Yeah,
I think that's important.
absolutely. We went and toured the Parade of Homes this year as a team, and we went into a house, and it was a gorgeous house, but all of the kids' rooms were downstairs, and there was only one bedroom, the master bedroom, on the upper level.
How are you going to hear that?
Exactly. So if I have a young kid, I'm not going to go downstairs to, take care of them or anything. So things like that are kind of what we're looking to change.
Yeah, definitely. I had a ranch-style home. The first home I had built here in Colorado when my kids were little. I think that was really convenient for all of us, all on the same level.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Especially as newborns, you know, you don't, middle of the night, falling down those stairs
go
to feed your
downstairs,
baby.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep deprived, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just put a crib in your bedroom.
Not gonna work.
Yeah.
What do you think the most important thing is when you're looking to buy a new home? Like, what's the most important aspect of the house?
Bathroom, kitchen.
Yeah.
I said bathroom,
Kitchen and living area, I think.
Yeah.
Because whether it's hosting game night or watching football, or the kids having sleepover, there's always something going on in the living area. So I think to have room there would be nice.
I want to say also your own personal space.
Primary suite, that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking.
Just for your, like, yes, you need it for your kids and the entertaining, but I think also for me, like when I need to decompress, like when I've been overstimulated by kids or even just the husband, like I need a moment and I need my space, like whether it's the bathroom or, so we're taking a bath to kind of just decompress. So I think to add what you said, just add that little part too.
Yeah, and decompressing, maybe that's a good point. Maybe
Yeah.
have like an office/library area for
Yeah.
reading,
Yeah.
or a balcony for your master suite.
Your Zen den.
Yeah.
I have one, but it's just an extra bedroom, so.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it'd be the primary suite for me, in the kitchen, because that's always the gathering spot. I
Yep.
don't cook much, but we always end up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Eating and drinking. So the gathering spot with a maybe seamless dining area.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah.
Seamless would be nice for the refrigerator as well. I think that
That
looks
too.
really good. Deep sinks, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Great qualities. I need a wine fridge in my kitchen.
A wine fridge, say less.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like vaulted ceilings. I don't like to feel like I'm in a small space.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
Do you guys, this is so random, but do you guys like to have a shower that goes all the way up to the ceiling or something that feels a little bit shorter?
no.
I like it high.
Endless,
Yeah.
endless.
Yep, I don't want the water to spray the roof.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's a debate that we've been having in the
Really?
company. Yeah.
Oh,
Really? Okay.
Huh.
so some people like it lower?
Yeah, some people like it lower just because it feels like more like you can get more steam if it's shorter and it's not having to go
Oh,
up as far, so it's feeling
interesting.
warmer and more steamy.
Okay,
That's
if
what
it's
the sauna's for.
lower, I
Okay.
would like.
Yeah.
Functionality of it.
Yeah, the
Okay, I
function.
see that.
That's called a sauna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
That's different.
Yes. Gotcha. What do you picture when you picture a functional home for a family? We've kind of touched on this a lot, but if you have anything extra to add.
I think drop zones, like you guys said, or landing zones, the mudroom,
Yeah.
especially with kiddos. Sometimes not even with kiddos, the husband.
Or me. I mean, I'll have a bag and a purse.
Just dropping it all off.
Books. And it's
Throw it
true.
all in the
Yeah.
spot.
I
Yeah.
think the
Yeah, when you're
aesthetics
around
of
it.
landscaping too for entertaining outside,
Yes.
not on a day like today, but I
Yeah.
think that's really important because we need to utilize and spend as much time outside as we can also.
Oh, yeah.
Because Colorado, we're limited on the nice warm days. So I think having the nice aesthetics outside for entertaining is also really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take advantage.
Yeah, that too.
You know, and I know it's a ladies' day, but Nick did say a good point. To have, from a female aspect, for a wife to want a larger garage, like they would prefer, to make sure he stays out there and you have your space. Work on your projects, stay in the
We need to have a
garage.
man cave. We need our time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to use that garage for my storage.
I have mixed storage in ours.
I don't have a heat in the
Husband
house,
doesn't
but
like it.
I'm still going to use that.
Yeah. What is a design idea that you haven't seen anywhere but would love in a home? Can be anything, just from the look of it, or like just something fun that you want in the house, or something functional, whatever.
I think personally, to have a drop-down TV.
That's exactly right.
Because it's nice to have an open space area to lounge and read
Okay.
and hang out, but also so that it doesn't seem like it's just
Taking up the whole
like,
area.
because
Yeah.
I mean, not many people have larger TVs these days, and it takes up a lot of space. I think that if it could be hidden, I think that'd be great.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah. that's
exactly
good
what
idea.
came into my mind, but I have seen it done
Yeah,
on the home channels. Not in my home.
absolutely.
I mean, I would be thinking still of my dream state home, like,
Right.
but I would love a closed steamer.
Yeah.
A closed steamer?
Yeah, like not one that I'm doing because I have one of those.
Yeah.
But just when like you put it in the thing and you hit the buttons and
Oh,
it just
okay.
and then you know, like
Yeah.
no more laundry mat.
That's nice,
And
yeah.
just
You
yeah.
have to throw it in the dryer for a little while.
Yeah, exactly.
That is
Spray it
way
with water and
better.
throw it in the dryer.
Hidden ironing board. So,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, no, who
Yeah,
irons?
no, that's-
I mean, I know. I told my husband, I was like, "Why do we have this?" Like,
I know, yeah.
I don't use it.
Yeah.
I use my steamer. He's like, "We
Irons
might need it." I said, "You might need it." I don't use it.
Yeah, very uncommon these days.
Yeah.
It's not a design that I haven't seen. I saw it at Lowe's, but it's in the cabinets. They attach it to the cabinet like a Lazy Susan, but it like comes out.
Okay.
So like for those deeper like shelves,
Yeah.
something that pulls out. And I know that's probably really common now, but I don't have it.
Yeah.
So you're like digging,
Same.
you know,
Yeah,
just
no, that's super helpful.
more ways to organize.
Yeah.
Organization and storage.
Yeah. Because
Gotcha.
really, as I've gotten older, I feel like the more you can organize and have less chaos,
Of course.
your life is less
Less stress.
stress.
I'm always looking for stuff.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
Always.
I think that when it comes to, we were all saying we need a bigger closet, obviously. I think that's across the board.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think it would be cool to have really good lighting in there because there's never lighting in the closets.
That is
and have a floor to ceiling mirror.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That. Yeah.
With great lighting for the mirror
Yeah.
selfies.
Great
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, like the one that was in the bathroom. That was.
Yes.
I was like,
That was a
would
beautiful
it do
mirror,
that
yes.
again?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, for
smart
the
mirror.
closet.
exactly.
mirror
Yeah.
Yeah, the closet mirror. That'd be awesome.
It's a great
With
idea.
other lighting.
I'd want a chandelier though. Just saying.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
No, right?
I like your
Like
style.
a small little
And a
chandelier.
vanity.
Yeah,
And a
A small
little.
sitting area
Yeah.
where I can say
Yeah.
I'm running late, but I'm really like sitting there looking at
Yeah.
Instagram and drinking mimosa.
Exactly.
I'm getting dressed. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of change the topic a little bit. I just want to know if you guys have ever worked with a builder before, and if any of you guys, if you have, like what your experience with that was like in the past.
I had one of my first homes built here from foundation up in Colorado. And what I didn't like about it the most is there wasn't a lot of personal touches.
Oh,
It
okay.
was, they gave me a plan of lighting fixtures, boom, you got to pick one of them. They gave you a set of colors, boom, you got to pick it, but you can't have the same one as your neighbor, you know, so there wasn't a lot of personal touches.
Interesting.
Even though you feel like those might be personal touches because you're picking them, that's not what I would have picked if I would have had more options.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was one of the things, and when I would always have to call and touch base, it felt like I was doing all the effort.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, "Oh, we forgot to put your pier lights in, so we'll give you money back." No. I want the pier lights. Let's go to put
Right.
those in.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, those are just some of the things that I wish were a little different
Okay.
when I was having my first home built. So
Yeah, that's great feedback.
And that's a good point because a lot of people feel like custom homes are going to a commercial builder and having X amount of options for each one, but a true custom build is bringing your own character to the home.
Yep. Well, my experience has been with clients.
Yeah.
My husband had his home built prior to us meeting, and I wish I knew him then, but that's okay. But I would say I think the biggest thing is communication. I think they take for granted that the fact they're running thing day to day. Not everybody builds a home every day.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a one in a lifetime thing for some people. So I think like communication, if something does go wrong, I mean, just being
Some reassurance,
upfront.
yeah.
Yeah, and it makes everything else go seamless. So I would say communication, whether it's through the agent or directly to the client, it should be there on whatever is happening. If there's a delay with the permits, if there's a weather issue, they can't do what they promised. Just keeping people in flow of what's going on.
Agreed.
Yeah, absolutely.
communication is
It
definitely
softens
key.
the blow.
It does, yeah, because then there's a lot of very upset people.
Oh yeah, my closing day. I got
Yeah.
the keys and I got the final walkthrough, and I said, "Where's my fence?"
Oh, no.
Yeah, where's my grass? Nobody told me I was going to get a sod certificate and later have to prep my yard and
Oh,
put sod
wow.
myself. And I was like, where's my fence? I have little ones and a dog.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
So my
Yeah.
dog was on a
Not
dog run
cheap,
leash for a while.
cheap
Yeah,
thing,
those are
you know?
extra things
Yeah,
you don't.
absolutely. You know,
I
that's
had no idea.
Transparency would be nice.
Landscaping
Yes.
is expensive.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
it is.
I think a lot of people don't realize that is you're going to spend, especially if you have a HOA, you're going to spend anywhere from 20,000 up.
Yeah.
And some is going to be 50, 60. I have
Yep.
a client that just spent 60,000 on landscaping
Yep.
because of the trees that they have.
Yeah.
So they have to have per HOA rules.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And the trend, I would say, what builders have changed. Like there were times where they said, "Oh yeah, we'll do the front landscaping. You take care of the back, or we'll take care of the fences on these sides, and you take care of this here." More and more, you'll see that they're not doing any of that.
Okay, wow, that's crazy.
It's
Yeah.
very true.
Yes.
It changes. It's definitely changed with the time.
I think cost
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
has. I mean, to be honest, but
Yeah.
Cutting the costs.
yeah,
Yeah.
My experience has been with clients as well, and definitely communication. But I also think from what I've seen, is you kind of touches on what you said about having to be able to put the touches on comes with affordability. I think that there's a level of semi-custom or custom you get to have that, but it also comes with money. And so I think the affordability piece is probably where the difficult part of it is. You know, you have your cookie cutter builders who have the packages and you get to choose it, but is it really your style?
Right.
The three options you have, is that your style? You know, are you settling in a way? So maybe something along those lines with a custom builder that you're able to do that and have some sort of say, you know. Yeah, communication, I would say, is the biggest thing with builders.
Okay.
I think that a lot of times when people do choose from the few options, they are looking at affordability, but how many of those down the road end up doing renovations?
Very true.
You know, which I prefer because that is our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But it does, you know, people change and they have different needs and wants. And like you said, when they're younger, you want them close, and as they get older, they want to be in the basement that's unfinished. You know, they want their space and separation. So I think that there are pros and cons to both sides.
Absolutely.
Do you guys know where people go to start looking for a builder? Do you think that's an easy process to just find like the right builder, or in your guys' experience with clients, even like if they ask you guys about it, do you know kind of where to go? I feel like that's a big problem right now, is a lot of people don't know where to find a builder and they don't know where to find the right builder.
I think for me, client base wise, they kind of look around the location. So then you know who's building in there and what communities are in there.
Yeah.
A lot of them are master plan developments, if it matches with their type of lifestyle.
Yeah.
So I find that people are looking for the location, and within there, and they're staying within who builds in there.
Yeah.
But once talking to them to see what they want, well, have you seen this? And sometimes it comes down to price point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So I think those two are the various things I've seen. It's price point. We'll take them to a specific builder.
Yeah.
With, you're getting a new house, or you're going to get a new house, you know, and a lifestyle area that you prefer to be in. So I think cost and location is how, and then of course even on the internet.
Yeah.
And they're saying, but it says it starts at $515.
That's the
You still
base.
gotta buy the land. Like we gotta find a lot. Like
Yeah. There's a lot that goes
yeah,
into
there's a
it.
lot,
Yeah.
a lot more. So I
There's
do
really
think.
not, I mean, besides the internet, I know that Denver's MLS has like a new source home
They do.
search engine that you can do, and you can set your clients up on that, you know, but Pikes Peak doesn't really,
No. But you're only going to see if what's been put in there.
what's been
too.
built
So,
already
yeah.
too.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's important to know the communities around you.
I think
And
there's
who's
some
building
small
where.
builders
Yeah.
that get put in there. I'll say like to be built, and they'll just have a picture of like the floor plan.
Yeah.
On the MLS. That's something that I've seen too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's just more of what Wanda said, and then just also personally where I've just talked to them and what they want to build or what they want, and then just knowing and being able to connect, you know.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I think social media helps a lot for that now.
Yeah.
It's a good thing to look into because that's how we met.
Yes.
Yeah.
Facts.
It is very
Posted on
true.
social media. So
Yeah.
I think that, yeah, good things can come from it.
Yeah.
I think that seems to be something that'll work for us in the
Connections.
industry. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you think that there's anything that like me as a builder can do to make the process easier for clients?
I think you're doing all the things. I told you when I met you, like you gave the tour, you answered questions, like it wasn't like, hi, thanks for coming type thing. Come look what I did.
Yeah.
Like,
Personable.
I mean, you could have, and it still would have been fine, but it was just it was very personable, yes.
Okay.
It was just,
Down
I don't
to
know,
earth.
you just don't see that. And then to be custom builder on top of that too, like they don't have, they assume, they act like they don't have time to
Yeah.
do all that. But I mean, it means a lot, like, because people aren't doing it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's great feedback. Yeah, at MD Custom Homes, we like to be with the client like for the full process. So we're going to the showrooms and like helping them pick out their tile, from the showers to the kitchen tile to the wood floors to the carpet, literally every fixture in the house.
That's
like the lighting, and you get exactly what you want to get.
I think
So,
that's awesome. Yeah.
Taking that
Truly a
extra
custom home.
effort allows you to hear the client and see them, in the process. And I think that a lot of ideas come out within those steps. So it's a super good idea.
Exactly. The relationships with the client is the most important part. So
That part, and that's what's missed.
Because that's who you're building for.
Exactly.
I think one thing, there are times during the process, because it takes a little while to build it, is the buyers get busy with life. And
yeah.
so there are times where they're not able to be there. And that's something that I've seen some of the builders do, is stepping up and going and showing the home and looking, doing videos and walkthroughs. So maybe that's something
yeah.
you could add if you're not doing that at all.
No,
But
yeah,
just
absolutely.
another level of like, how can I go that extra mile and make them feel more comfortable?
Right. If you
Yeah.
can't be here, if you're on vacation, you're doing something, a business meeting, we can Zoom and
Yeah.
do the walkthrough together, anything to keep them fully involved.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Some great feedback, ladies. Thank you. That is all of my questions, though. If you guys have anything that you want to add to say, or if you guys have any questions, this is the time for it.
No, well, thank you for this opportunity. Like, I
thank you.
wanted to say no so bad, but I was so intrigued. But I was like, why would I? Like, this is something like I want to say, like, we've dreamt of,
Yeah.
but, and here it was. And I ended up at the open because she saw it, and we were at a 4-hour boring class, and she was like, let's go up to this.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, no, okay, I'll go.
Let's switch it up.
Yeah, I was like, it's snowing. It's snowing. Yeah.
It made the house look great, though.
It did.
It did, yeah. So
Snow
I'm
somehow
glad.
added.
I'm so glad I went, and it was, I think you guys are doing a great job. I can't wait to bring you a client.
Thank you.
Same. It might be me.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Right? I'll make sure plenty of closet space. Right. Chandelier and everything. Right? Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for being here and for talking. And we will see you guys next time with Nick and Lily in the morning.